Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Eddie with PFH. We were gonna upload a supplement review video today, but it would have been in bad taste due to the events that happened in Connecticut. Um, Everyone that's been on the show and all the other athletes, especially from my town, our hearts and prayers go out to those affected by the tragedy. Um, there's no real words to describe this. This was out of the blue and just horrible altogether. Um, Reflecting back on this one, what's the difference between this one and the Aurora shooting? Um, the Aurora shooting kind of did piss me off a little bit um, for three main reasons. One, that was the day that me and my brother were supposed to go watch the Batman movie when it came out, and especially on my birthday. And because my birthday and his birthday are only one day apart, we were going to go celebrate it that day. But I was in Los Angeles. He was at home. And that was, a lot of the victims at the Aurora shooting were anywhere between the ages of 9 months to 60 years old. So there was a pretty wide spectrum there. Most of them hopefully lived good lives. But this one, completely different. 26 victims, and 18 of them were children under the age of 10. Not even old enough to make their own decisions or really anything for that matter. So that was just sad. I don't think there's a good parent or grandparent out there right now that isn't affected by this whatsoever. Just thinking the fact that you drop off your kids at school, especially at that young age, you're not expecting anything like this to ever happen, and there's no reason for this whatsoever. You can try justifying it, in high school, college, shopping malls, whatever. You can try justifying it and say he had a motive or this and that, and you can get a little bit more clarity in that aspect, but it still doesn't make it right. But with this one being in elementary school and the shooter being 20 years old and the kids just thinking they were going to go to school, that doesn't, there's no connection there. The thing that I think also pisses me off a lot about this one is, besides the fact that they were under the age of 10, is that, we're only 2 weeks away from Christmas. And the holidays are already here, whether you celebrate Hanukkah or whatever religion you celebrate, doesn't matter. The holidays are supposed to be a time for cheer, joy, and celebrating it with your loved ones. Unfortunately for those in Connecticut, in I believe Newtown, Connecticut, it's going to be a very hard 2 weeks for them, especially with the holidays right here. Instead of going on Christmas vacation or holiday vacation and celebrating with loved ones, you're going to be thinking they're going to be thinking funeral arrangements and whatnot, and on top of that, all the lives that were destroyed that day today. It doesn't make any sense. All the lives that were destroyed today, and everything that's going to follow. I remember when the Aurora shooting happened, there was a video post by just some random guy, that's actually his title, and he was trying to make justification or leave on a good note, trying to shed a little bit of light in the darkness, and he wasn't able to, mostly because it's understandable if you take a look at his nature and how much he loves comic books and the connection that the Aurora happened with the new Batman Dark Knight movie. But on today, it's, don't want to leave on a bad note. I don't want. I would like to shed a little bit of light in this darkness. Unfortunately, it takes out the worst in people to bring out the best in people. The worst thing you can ever do is be on the sideline and not do anything about it. Whether it's just letting it happen or just not interacting, I think that's the worst thing you can do at moments like this. If you take anything from this experience, you have a short time. What you do is all up to you. Try to live a good life, and remember that anyone can go at any point in time. It doesn't matter if you're it doesn't matter what your background is, what your ethnicity or your sexual preference. Live a good life. Enjoy the time that you're with your family and friends, and try to be a good human being. Because you never know what's going to happen. And love the ones you're with. Don't neglect that. Everyone from, especially me and everyone that was on the show, our hearts and prayers go out to those affected by this tragedy. Thank you.